Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11th, located right alongside 93.7 The Ticket Studios, 1040 O Street.
Spring often marks the beginning of severe weather, which can lead to power outages. LES wants you to be prepared before the storm. Restock your emergency kit, update your info with LES, and if you encounter an outage, report it at les.com/report.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, and we have some really big savings for you right now. Our new crossover sale is underway. New Terrains, Equinoxes, and Trailblazers starting at $23,290. That's right, $23,290. Also, we've continued our huge Sierra and Silverado truck sale with over $10,000 off new pickups. You heard right, over $10,000 off list. Coppell truly has a small town feel with big city deals. We're right down 144th Street or at CoppellCars.com. Stock numbers G260980 and C119824.
Attention all Nebraska basketball fans. The NCAA tournament is coming soon, and Nebraska looks to be on its way to their first appearance in 10 years. Better Tree Removal wants to celebrate the occasion and any possible success in the tournament by offering a deal. If you're in need of tree removal on your property, call or text Todd by March 20th. If Nebraska wins the first round game, you'll get 25% off the bid. If they win 2, you'll get 50% off. You must contact Todd at 402-780-1377 before March 20th.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly cloudy skies, but it will be mild. We'll see an afternoon high around 61. Tonight, mainly cloudy skies continuing, a low around 39. And tomorrow, rain likely, especially in the afternoon. We'll see an afternoon high around 57. I'm meteorologist Kyle Klecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is a presentation of the 2024 State Basketball Tournament on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. State basketball broadcasts are presented by Union Bank and Trust, Southeast Community College, Platte Valley Equipment, Nebraska Hematology Oncology, Wingstop, Sand Hills Global, Roofing Service Company, High Electric, Eustis Body Shop, the Nebraska Army National Guard, Pizza Ranch, Members Owned Credit Union, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Sunbelt Rentals, Acres, Ebb Concrete, Doane University, the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, and Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Now, calling all the action from Pinnacle Bank Arena, here's Nick Sainert and Jay Foreman.
That is right. We are back here, Pinnacle Bank Arena, as we have one game in the books for the day, and it was incredible. What an incredible way to start the boys' state tournament between the Humphrey St. Francis Flyers and the Shelton Bulldogs. The number 1 seed Shelton hung on for a 6-point win over Humphrey St. Francis in game 1. But now it's time we turn our attention and see who they're going to face off on Friday in the semifinals as we get ready for number 4 seed, the Wynot Blue Devils, against the 5 seed, the St. Mary's Cardinals.
Yeah, I mean, just based on seedings, this should be the most competitive game. But, Nick, you mentioned before as I came in here, Shelton against Humphrey St. Francis was this is the way that we're starting it off here at PBA. Wynot and St. Mary's got a lot to live up to. And the one thing, I have a little bit of intel on St. Mary's, right? A couple kids I coached play for the powerhouse the last couple years at Parkview Christian. St. Mary's put that whooping on them. And so, when you think about Wynot coming here at the 4 or 5, this is supposed to be the most competitive games. It's two different teams, right? Wynot very star heavy. A lot of their scoring comes from 3 guys, whereas St. Mary's is an equal opportunist. So it's going to be interesting how it all shakes out, and who gets the competitive advantage early.
Well, you look up and down St. Mary's roster. The Cardinals 18-6 on the year. 3 players average double figures for them, and for head coach Luke Belau, as you have the leading scorer, number 24, a 6-foot sophomore, Gage Hedstrom. Also, then Ben Barlow and Logan Brabeck all average double figures for the St. Mary's Cardinals. For the Wynot Blue Devils, only 2 players average double figures. Their leading scorer, Dylan Hine, is 12.5 per game. Chase Schroeder, 10.5.
Yeah, it's really interesting about St. Mary's is their 3 scorers, 2 freshmen and a sophomore, and let you know the program's in good hands. And then you got Wynot Blue Devils is two guys, 2 older guys, and then everybody else is just kind of playing roles as far as where they fit in the scoring column. So what that tells me, Nick, is that you're going to have a lot of steals trying to get out and run from Wynot, whereas St. Mary's, they're going to be trying to get their 3 main scorers, their 3 young stallions, the ball in situations where they can put it in the bucket. So look for Wynot to change up their defensive schemes and coverages to try to slow them down a little bit.
Once again, it's the Wynot Blue Devils against the St. Mary's Cardinals. Let's step aside, and when we return, we'll have starting lineups and tip-off between the Blue Devils and the Cardinals coming your way from PBA here on 93.7 The Ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
The good sports at Bison don't just manufacture sports equipment. Our employees watch, play, coach, and support student athletes at all levels. We're proud sponsors of the NSAA and big fans of the state basketball tournaments. Good luck to all the teams and welcome to Lincoln. If your team needs new basketball, volleyball, soccer, or other sports equipment, visit www.bisoninc.com or call 800-247-7668. Or pick up a basketball hoop for your driveway at Nebraska Sports or Shields.
You had to know that when Wingstop set out to make a crispy, juicy chicken sandwich, they wouldn't make it in just one flavor. They'd make it in all 12, like lemon pepper, mango habanero, hickory smoked barbecue, and OG hot. So why have one new favorite chicken sandwich when you can have 12? Try the new sauced and tossed Wingstop chicken sandwich today for only $5.49 at Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Valid for a limited time and available at participating Wingstop locations only while supplies last. Price subject to applicable taxes and fees.
At Southeast Community College, community is our middle name. Our continuing education classes offer personal interest, traffic safety and licensing, online learning, and adult education classes across Southeast Nebraska, or online in your own home. Learn to ride a motorcycle, how to start a small business, how to dance, or take a course to advance in your current career path. See the full schedule of continuing education classes online at southeast.edu/continuing. SCC, your path to possible.
The Coach's Pep Talk. Done well, it creates strong team unity, improves motivation, and attitude. So when Platte Valley Equipment says they're here to help you succeed, you'll have their 100% support to help you handle any task with their John Deere equipment that gets the job done every time. And with low monthly payments, well, that should be some serious motivation to visit PlatteValleyEquipment.com. Proud sponsor of the 2024 NSAA Boys and Girls High School State Basketball Tournament.
Nick Sander, Jay Foreman back with you from Pinnacle Bank Arena as we're getting ready for the Wynot Blue Devils and the St. Mary's Cardinals. Let's get you rolling with starting lineups first for the 5 seed in today's matchup, the 18-6 St. Mary's Cardinals, 16th state tournament appearance. They haven't been here since 2022, took a year off in 2023. Their last state championship came in 2012, but when they were here in 2022, they were runner-up in Class D2 action. Starting five for head coach Luke Bulau is number 0, a 5'9" freshman guard Logan Brabech. Number 1, a 5'9" freshman guard Ben Barlow. Number 4, a 6-foot senior guard Carson Dannenbring. Number 23, a 5'8" senior Samuel Barlow. And number 24, a 6-foot sophomore guard Gage Hedstrom. Hedstrom leading scorer at 19 points per game, as well as 8 rebounds per contest. For the Wynot Blue Devils, 17-7 on the season, led by head coach Lee Himes, assisted by Jalen Wiesler, Charlie Schroeder, Patrick Wiesler, and Kyle Himes. They've been to the state tournament 11 times, most recently last year where they were runner-up in D2 action. State championship, just one in school history for the Wynot Blue Devils in Class D2, and it came back in 2013. Starting five for head coach Lee Hymas is number 1, a 5'10" senior guard Zach Foxhoven. Number 2, a 6-foot senior guard Dylan Heine. Number 3, a 5'9" senior guard Carson Wiesler. Number 10, a 5'7" junior guard Andrew Haberman. And number 34, a 6'4" senior forward averaging 10.5 and 7.5 per game, Chase Schroeder.
Yeah, Nick, when you look at both these teams and when they've obviously recent history of being here, that's tradition. And, Wynot was a runner-up last year, and St. Mary's was a runner-up 2 years ago. So, look, they know what it's like to be here, and how they go about it is going to be interesting.
So we have kind of a surprising statistic here, Jay. So in pregame, the St. Mary's Cardinals got issued a foul, a technical foul in pregame for dunking the basketball. And so they will start with one team foul in the game. And so that foul they're going to issue to number 24, Gage Hedstrom. Wynot starts the game with free throws.
Do you get to pick who you get to?
Yes.
Oh, so they did it with their best player. That's pretty smart. I mean, is it against the rules of dunking?
It is. You can't dunk in pregame. So Wynot gets an early 2-0 lead. So no tip-off. How about that? No tip-off. Wynot leads 2-0. They have the basketball after the technical foul. So here are the Wynot Blue Devils. And so right side, here is Wynot going to work. On the left wing, it's number 3 for Wynot, Carson Wiesler. Down low, Wiesler kicks it out, top of the key. Now Schroeder with it, left side to Foxhoven. Foxhoven, the 5'10" senior, averaging 8 points per game, bounces it inside. Back out Foxhoven. Foxhoven stops. Mid-range jumper on the way, off back iron, too strong. And the rebound goes into the hands of Brabech of the St. Mary's Cardinals.
Yeah, it was a good defensive series there. And obviously when you don't have a shot clock, the ball is moved around a little bit in excess. But good job of St. Mary's of being disciplined there. And so they're trying to get some back cuts against St. Mary. They have a little bit of a size advantage, and I'm talking in reference to Wynot, whereas I think St. Mary's obviously has a little bit quicker and more athletic group out there. So it's going to be interesting, with that foul given to Hedstrom is that how he plays and how aggressive he is defensively, because you never want to get an early foul in big games like this.
So on left side, after a Wynot defensive foul on the floor, it's going to be Hedstrom on the right side, bounces it top of the key. Brabech for 3, just a little short. That was a pretty deep one, but defensive rebound goes into the hands of Foxhoven. So Foxhoven passes up the floor now to Heine. Heine on the right side, guarded, dribbles it off his foot, growled by Schroeder. Schroeder to now Foxhoven, airball, the mid-range jumper. Not even close, and here comes St. Mary's as Hedstrom stops right after the timeline, gets doubled, tries to one-hand flip it over the way to Brabech. Brabech into the corner, 3-ball on the way, left side is good for number 1, Ben Barlow.
Really good job there by Hedstrom getting it to Brabech to Barlow to hit that 3. And look, if you want to get these guys out of that kind of trapping in zone, start hitting some shots or easy layups.
But guess what? Just as soon as Jay's done talking there, Zach Foxhoven drains a 3 from the near corner, and it's 5-3 Wynot early on in this one. Here is Hedstrom. Hedstrom on the left elbow, retreats now to the perimeter. Hedstrom with the compression sleeve over his left shin, takes the layup off the glass. It falls. Nice take by Hedstrom.
You can see as a sophomore averaging 19 points a game, he's pretty skillful there. Was able to defeat that double team there. Kiss off the glass.
So now Wynot playing with 4 players as one ties a shoe at the logo to Foxhoven. Foxhoven, as he took too many steps. That's a travel on Zach Foxhoven going back in the direction of St. Mary's.
Yeah, Foxhoven was trying to set up there a jab and pivot. He was dancing a little bit and got caught. A little bit too much movement there, Nick. But everless, the first D2 game was pretty exciting. This was going to start heating up here in the next couple minutes.
So 5-5 your score, 5:45 to play in the opening quarter. As the St. Mary's Cardinals with the basketball now on the right side. This is Barlow. Almost lost the basketball, saved it from going into bound or out of bounds. They're going to allow him to dribble again. I'm surprised that wasn't a double dribble as Brabech has on the right side back to Barlow. Barlow dribbles now to the logo, still guarded tightly by Zach Foxhoven for Wynot. Into the corner. Hedstrom for 3. Well short on that one, and Foxhoven collects the miss. So he'll bring it across the timeline, left side now, into the corner. It's number 2, Heine. Heine back out top, Foxhoven. Foxhoven dribbles into the lane, stops on the Big Ten logo. 3-ball left wing, short. And the rebound bounces off of the foot of the Wynot Blue Devils after the 3-point attempt by Carson Wieseler.
That was good offensive movement there. They worked the left side, then got back to the middle. I thought Foxhoven was going to come down and hit that transition 3 or at least shoot it. He passed it up and never got it back. So when he did get it back, he had to shoot a difficult shot in the middle of the lane.
So 4:58 to play in the first quarter, 5-5, all tied up here in the 4 seed versus the 5 seed. St. Mary's the 5 seed as Hedstrom has it on the top of the key, spins, changes directions, guarded by Wieseler. Almost got it knocked away by Foxhoven, who is guarding another St. Mary's Cardinal player. Now on top of the key, Brabech. Brabech now right side, working in the corner is Hedstrom. Hedstrom trying to spin around. Great defense there by Wieseler. Pass deflected, taken away by Wynot as Foxhoven brings it across the half-court line. No look pass down low, kicks it out to Wieseler, to Heine. 3-ball, short. And the rebound caroms out to the perimeter where it's corralled by St. Mary's, but an ill-advised pass is taken away by Schroeder. Wynot has numbers on the left side. Long 3. Can't get it to fall. Another offensive rebound. Down low, layup. It will fall
that's all.
for
Great
number
job
10,
there by,
Andrew Haberman.
Great job by Wynot sharing the ball. Number 2, Dylan Heine did a really good job. I call it trail technique. Got it in there, 2 points.
And so now we have a pass deflected, goes out of bounds as it rolled down the sideline there, and it's going to be St. Mary's basketball. 3:57 to go first quarter.
Nick, when you think about St. Mary's having 3 guys that score essentially 90% of their points, you think, they're going to be able to, be explosive. Actually, they're easier to guard because the other 2 average 1 and 2 points respectively. It is making defending them a little bit easier for Wynot.
So here's St. Mary's in the lane. It's Brabech. Brabech stops on the left elbow, finds now Barlow. Barlow to Hedstrom. Hedstrom kind of turns his back on the defender, spins away, kicks it out to number 4, Dannenbring. Dannenbring gives it back to Hedstrom. Hedstrom jab steps right now. Will go to work. Stops at the elbow. Left side. Mid-range jumper from the short corner. Blocked by Schroeder. And Schroeder lets him know about it as it goes out of bounds. Stays with St. Mary's.
In Class D2 and when you get in the smaller, classes, being a legit 6'4" is an advantage. And Schroeder there is awful athletic. He's made a play there at half court and then also a big block right there.
So now top of the key, it's Hedstrom. 3:26 to play. First quarter, 7-5. Wynot on top of St. Mary's. Into the corner, it's Barlow. He'll now dribble to the top of the key, guarded by number 11, Devin Brummer, who's freshly into the game for Wynot. Brabech on the top now, guarded by Heine. Spins around mid-range jumper, blocked by number 2, Heine for Wynot. And Heine's going to have all day with nobody in front of him. He lays it in from the left side. It's 9-5.
Yeah, it's 9-5. It's only a 4-point deficit for St. Mary's. But if I'm Coach Ballou, I'm thinking about getting a timeout because their half-court offense is not looking as crisp, and they're getting beat in transition from deep offense to defense.
So here's Hedstrom, pull up Jay, too short, and the rebound goes into the hands of Foxhoven, who will just slow things down before speeding it up again across the timeline. Foxhoven passes left side now, Heine. Heine at the top of the key, right side now, Brummer. Brummer into the corner, Foxhoven. He hit a 3 a moment ago from that same spot, thought about it twice, decided to pass it up. But Heine won't as he misses the 3 from the top of the key. Heine loves those deep, long 3s. That's the second one he's taken from well behind the college line. As Brabech tries his luck at a long 3, unable to do so as he airballs it. It's Wynot basketball.
Yeah, the great thing about Steph Curry and maybe the curse is that he's made the deep 3 fashionable. Heine probably has hit a few of those in his gym back home in Wynot and then probably in the driveway. But in PBA and where he has a step or two, he can come closer. We already know he has range because he's actually shooting the ball. Those are opportunities that he might not get if St. Mary's makes some adjustments.
2:24 to play first quarter. We have a full timeout on the floor. Let's take a 30-second breather and return right after this on 93.7 The Ticket.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
.24 to play first quarter. Wynot with the early 4-point advantage, 9-5. Nick Sainer, Jay Foreman back with you from PBA. On the left side, it's Wynot with the basketball, working to the basket to our right, out to Brummer. Brummer averaging 2.5 per game. Left side now, pass almost taken away, corralled by Wynot. Back to Brummer on the right wing. He'll pop the tray, and he's able to hit it. How about that, Jay Foreman?
Yeah, Nick, you mentioned his pink shoes. And I said if you wear those shoes, you better be able to shoot, and he sure can. Good step-in three there, man, by that young man.
St. Mary's trying to answer out of control was Barlow, and he puts up a tough contested shot. It's missed quickly, and the defensive rebound goes into the hands of Wynot. Out to the left side, here is Haberman. Haberman to Foxhoven. Foxhoven gets it ripped away from him, but it'll be a jump ball possession arrow. Gives it to St. Mary's.
Yeah, Foxhoven got caught a little bit. Didn't have the ball crisp on the pass. Got a kind of a soft double team. St. Mary's forced him into a jump ball, but nevertheless, Wynot has full control of this game right now.
12-5, your score, 1:36 to play in the first. As Brabich almost passed it out of bounds, and it was an inaccurate pass as he was trying to get it to Ben Barlow. Couldn't hold on to it, and it goes out of bounds to Wynot.
You know, Nick, this lead is 7 points, but it's actually closer to double digits in the sense of that they have full control of the momentum. And out of the timeout, St. Mary's didn't have a game plan or adjustment to this Wynot defense. Makes them panic on offense, unforced error right there at half court.
So right side, here's Brummer. Top of the key now to Schroeder on the left side. Schroeder working with it, looking for help, finds Heine. Heine on the left wing, dribbles into floater on the way, short, and the rebound goes into the hands of Brabich for the Cardinals. As Hedstrom will bring it across the timeline on the left side, directly in front of us. Good crossover by Hedstrom, kicks it out to Brabich, now to Barlow, back to Hedstrom. Hedstrom with 1:01 to play in the first quarter, and Wynot leading 12-5. Hedstrom for St. Mary's on the left side, hands it off to Dannerbring. Dannerbring now left side, Hedstrom back to Brabich. Brabich will hand it off to Barlow. Barlow down low on the elbow now to number 12, Riskin Dawson. Dawson to Dannerbring to Brabich. Brabich stops at the elbow, 40 on the game clock. Wynot been playing defense for about 30 seconds. In the lane, spin move, great dump off. Dannerbring, layup falls, and it's 12-7. That's a big bucket for St. Mary's.
That's a big bucket for St. Mary's because they moved it, got an easy shot, but more importantly, somebody else besides the big three scored. So that's going to hopefully soften up that Wynot defense for St. Mary's.
20 seconds on the game clock, first quarter. Wynot leads 12-7. Wynot with the basketball. They'll hold for the final shot as Heine has it on the right side. Now back to the logo, left side Brummer. Brummer top of key now to number 3, Weisler. Weisler has it on the right side. 3 on the game clock. Heine for the 3, and he hits it. There's the horn, and a great first quarter if you're a Wynot Blue Devil supporter as they lead 15-7 going into the second quarter of play over the St. Mary's Cardinals here in the Class D2 quarterfinal matchup from Pinnacle Bank Arena. We'll be back in 60 seconds on 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs. Start of the second quarter from Pinnacle Bank Arena. Nick Sainer, Jay Foreman with you. 15-7, Wynot? They'll start with the basketball. Schroeder has it down low, kicks it out now to Heine. Heine on the top of the key, jump stops into there. Now left side, it's Weisler. Weisler in the lane, tough floater on the way, and it gets wedged on the right side of the bucket. And guess what? Unlike last week, the player's able to jump up and grab it.
But it looked like they'd done it before. Heine, with that floater went in there and got it real quick.
That was such a tough. That's a tough thing to do because it was a float. It was a soft shot from the left side of the rim, but it got stuck on the right side.
Yeah.
It was on the right side between the rim and the backboard.
A little long,
That's
and
tough.
that let you know it probably wasn't accurate. But in the break of action here, Nick, we talked about what St. Mary's needs to do coming out of timeouts of the quarter. Well, another unenforced error, trying to dribble through a double team, another travel. You're starting to get these turnovers up to double digits.
Heine will pop the three from the left side, and it's an 11-point Wynot lead early on. 18-7 your score as St. Mary's needing points here in the worst way. Hedstrom brings it across the timeline, averaging 19.5 per game. Hedstrom dribbles on the left side, top of the key. Barlow back to Hedstrom. Hedstrom will try to answer with a three of his own. Can't do so. Rebound tipped around a couple of times. Fought for, and it's going to be a jump ball, giving it to the Wynot Blue Devils.
That was a good physical play there by Heine right there to get that rebound. But see what St. Mary's is doing, they're not really trying to drive and kick the ball, right? Because there's only three guys that get the ball. So the other two were just getting out of the way. They need to start running some action for their non-scorers to open up their scores. If not, this game can get out of hand.
Three ball on the way, unable to go for number 10, Andrew Haberman of Wynot, and St. Mary's pushing the pace. Layup in the lane is good, and that's a big answer. 18-9 your score. 6:47 to go. Here comes Foxhoven.
Great play there by Dana Brink.
Pushing the pace, as Weisler has it right side now to Heine. Heine back to Foxhoven for another three. Missed everything. The rebound goes into the hands of Danner Bring, and then he throws it out of bounds into the St. Mary's bench. It'll be Cardinals basketball.
Yeah, if I'm St. Mary's, I got to keep doing what we doing to get, a couple quick baskets. And now, obviously, like I said, they were from, one of their not top three scorers in Dannenbring. They have to run a little bit more, Nick. If they let Wynot get in this defense, they're too big and athletic for them right now.
So St. Mary's breaks the Wynot pressure defensively. Brabech has it near the logo. Brabech will dribble on the left side, guarded by Weisler. Three ball on the way, bounces around and out, unable to get it, but Brabech gets our offensive rebound. Another chance for St. Mary's as they'll kick it out. Hedstrom for three, can't get it to go, and Foxhoven collects the miss. Up the floor to Weisler. Weisler on the right side with Heine trailing. He gets it to Heine, but his pocket is picked by Brabech. Up the floor to Barlow. Barlow being chased by Foxhoven. Left-handed layup, no good, but a foul goes on Zach Foxhoven.
Yeah, good job there by Barlow getting down the court after initially Brabech got the quick steal off the quick hands, and you see him now, right? The last three times that they looked a little bit more energetic and more effective offensively, they're getting up and down the court. So even if they are at the point that they think they're going to break their pressure, you got to try to get something going towards the hoop. Doesn't mean you have to shoot it, but if you're going to just bail out and just shoot these deep threes, that's what Wynot wants to do, because they have the length and they have the athletes, and they're deeper along their bench to continue to pressure you.
Both free throws are good for St. Mary's. It's 18-11. How about this, Jay? That's only the third foul of the entire game. One of them was the technical that happened in pregame. The other two, both on Wynot. And it's been a pretty disciplined ball game. As inside, here's Schroeder going to work. Layup is no good. Gets his own miss. Put back is good with the foul.
Yeah.
And so Schroeder will go to the line and shoot one more.
Like I mentioned, man, but in these smaller classes, being a legit 6'4", and he's a phenomenal athlete, when you sit out here and watch him, is a plus, right? It's almost like a player and a half. And you know what? If there's ever a good miss on a bunny, that's it, because then you get fouled and get a chance for a three-point play. So he's at the line trying to extend this lead. And you talked about the pregame technical, right? So I think you need to do, not you, but explain to everybody that's listening why it was called on that particular player, and the coach didn't get to pick the player.
Yeah, so
talk about that.
Hedstrom, it's 22-11, by the way. Wynot with a lead as St. Mary's pushes the pace. Right side, it's Barlow. Almost got it taken away, collects it back. I'll get to that thought in a moment as Barlow has it. Steps back, mid-range jumper, just a little short, fought for the rebound. It will be Wynot basketball as Foxhoven trying to go through the pressure of Brobich.
Go ahead,
How about that?
Foxhoven.
A little bit of handles.
Yeah,
from
it looked like
Zach
Kyrie
Foxhoven.
Irving.
So back to the technical. It happened at a pregame. What we were told it was on a dunk, but it may not have been in the pregame. But nonetheless, technical foul issued on Hedstrom in the pregame for whatever issues. So therefore, no tip. It's just like in a real game. Wherever a technical foul happens, Wynot gets to pick a player to shoot the technical free throws, and then they'll get the ball back. So it's just, since it happened in pregame, there was no tip-off. Wynot automatically got the basketball with the 2 free throws. They started out with a 2-0 early lead with the 2 free throws and then got the basketball to start the ball game. So 4:43 to go as we have a blocking foul on the floor. And, Jay, ever since I made that comment about lack of fouls, we've had 3 on the last 3 possessions.
Well, it's a curse of Nick Sainer. But I wanted to ask you a little bit. We'll get into it maybe at halftime about that technical foul, because we've done a lot of Class A games where they've dunked. And is it a certain time in warm-ups that you can't do
I
it?
believe it is.
Okay.
I believe it is. So far side 3-ball, Foxhoven unable to get it to go. Great job tipping it out to the perimeter by Schroeder, but St. Mary's is able to come up with the rebound. Up the floor, Hedstrom to Barlow, driving baseline, layup. Too short, and Schroeder collects the miss. Here comes Heine. Outlet pass up the floor. Center of the lane. Dannenbring. Layup no good. Rebounded by Heine. Saved from going out of bounds. And now we'll have a whistle. And it's going to go. They're going to say that St. Mary's had the basketball while they stepped on the baseline. So on the defensive rebound, it'll go back into the hands of Wynot. And so Wynot has a baseline inbound from underneath their own bucket.
You know, Nick, one thing when I watch Shelton and obviously right there, why not? Some of these kids, boy, they can twist and contort their body in some ways I've never seen before.
So Schroeder misses a 3 off the inbound. It's 22-11, 4:06 to play in the first half. Hedstrom with it, dribbles left side, now hands it off Brobich. Brobich into the corner, back to Hedstrom. Hedstrom on the left wing, guarded by Schroeder. Steps back, gains some space, 3-ball, off left side, no good. And the rebound corralled by Dannenbring, but he is then fouled by St. Mary's with 3:52 to go in the second.
You know, like I mentioned before, St. Mary's is, they're bailing Wynot out, on defense by shooting, step back deep jumpers, corner threes, one pass in threes, and they're not really putting any pressure in the lane. There's a whole thing now that where, getting in the lane, when you hear people talk about whether it's the high school, college, or pros, paint touches. It's not about shooting when you get in the paint. As you get in the paint, you're weakening the defense. Now, if you look at St. Mary's when they're trying to attack Wynot, everything is outside at the 3-point line, right? Everything's a hard shot because they're making the shots hard. So they need to get a little bit more motion in their offense, maybe some called sets to make Wynot move, because if you're going to just let Schroeder, who's 6'4" and can, jump and block shots and affect shots, sit in the middle of the lane while everybody else can play pressure defense, it's going to be hard to make up this 11-point deficit.
3:52 to go in the second quarter. St. Mary's called a brief 30-second timeout. They trail Wynot 22-11. It is Wynot basketball. Currently for Wynot, Heine leads them in scoring with 8 points. And so 3:52 to play in the first half as Foxhoven will bring it and trot it across the timeline. On the left side now, Wynot going to work, picks up his dribble, stops at the elbow, gives it to Heine, out to Brummer. Brummer will try another 3, and he hits it. He's 2 for 2 early on.
It's those shoes, man. I'm telling you, you asked me in pregame, would you wear those shoes? I said, you only wear those if you can light it up, and 2 for 2 for threes, man. Young man is off the bench providing energy and scoring.
Here's Hedstrom up the floor. They get it to Dannenbring. Dannenbring to Barlow. Barlow to Brobich. 3-ball to answer short again, but he gets his own miss after the rebound goes out to the perimeter. Can't hit the layup, and it's a frustrating start for St. Mary's and their 3 top scorers. Foxhoven kicks it to a trailing Heine for 3. Can't get it to fall, but the rebound goes to Brummer. Brummer for 3. And he's no good. That was a heat check for Brummer as Barlow brings it up the floor, stops, looking up the way to Hedstrom. Hedstrom collects it on the left side. Now at the elbow. Jumper on the way. Off to the right on the attempt by number 14, Eli Banks. And Heine brings it up the floor for Wynot. Heine, left side now, top of the key rather, Foxhoven. Foxhoven trying to keep his pivot out to Brummer. He'll pop another 3, and he can't get that one to fall. It's a good look for Brummer as Barlow brings it across the timeline. Hedstrom dribbles into a trifecta. Can't get it to fall. It rims out. And with 2.5 to go in the second, everybody's cold.
Yeah, Nick, the difference for St. Mary's from the, regular season getting in here in the state tournament, they probably have not played a team with this type of size and athletic ability and depth. As you see, they're about the mass subs. I'm talking about Wynot. So these long shots, they're used to being able to go and chase them down. Wynot's not giving them any offensive rebound opportunity.
Schroeder can't hit the jumper from the short corner, so in transition, layup by Barlow. Can't even get that one to fall, but he is fouled, and so Barlow goes to the line to shoot two. That foul goes on Chase Schroeder.
I like that move by Barlow. Tried to, kind of lull Schroeder to sleep, change his speed, then tried to last-second Euro step, get it up off the glass. Kind of just rimmed out a little bit, but I like him attacking the big man. One, to pick up a foul on him, but then potentially get to the free throw line.
So first free throw for St. Mary's, no good. 25-11, still the score. 2:07 to play in the second quarter. In game one, Shelton won by 6 over the 8 seed Humphrey St. Francis. The winner of this one between Wynot and St. Mary's gets Shelton on Friday at 6 p.m. Second one was good, and so it's 25-12 now with 2:02 to play. Wynot with the basketball. Heine, right side, Brummer, back to Heine. Heine, left side now, Weisler. Weisler on the left wing. Cross-court pass to Brummer. Touch pass, top of the key. Heine, long three from the logo. Can't get it to fall. And it's a defensive rebound for Hedstrom. I think if you're St. Mary's, you're saying, we're good with that all day. Go ahead and shoot those. As Hedstrom has it, left side, cross-court pass to Xavier Parks, who just checked into the game. Parks has it on the right side to Barlow. Barlow fakes left, goes right, stops at the fingernail, top of the key now. It goes to Max Berg. Berg gives it off to Barlow. Barlow into the corner. Back to Berg. Barlow working on it left side, guarded by Brummer. Barlow, top of the key near the logo. Now right side, it's Hedstrom. 1:19 to play in the second quarter. Hedstrom hesitates, kicks it out to Barlow. Back to Hedstrom for 3. Can't get it to fall. Tough start for Hedstrom as he currently sits at just 2 points today. Heine in transition, stops the elbow, hesitates, kicks it out. Brummer stops, pops, 3 ball, strong. And the rebound corralled by the Wynot Blue Devils before they step out of bounds, and it goes to St. Mary's.
Yeah, Brummer started off 2 for 2, and then the last 3 shots he's missed. But every shot that he shot, it looked like they're going to go down. Plus, it's a really good job there by Heine, getting it off the glass, taking it down full court, getting a paint touch in the middle of the lane. What does that do, Nick? It allows you to kick it out for a little bit more wide open shots. So you like that if I'm the coach of Wynot. And St. Mary's, I got to figure out a way. I got to get some points on the board because they probably most likely, you got to think their last game, Nick, when they beat Parkview St. Francis or Parkview Christian, they beat them 81-58. So you got to think they're not used to not scoring points.
A 3-point attempt by Berg, unable to go, and Foxhoven tracks down the miss. 47 on the game clock as Weisler will bring it up the right side, top of the key now to Schroeder. Dribbles in one time, kicks it back out. Foxhoven looks it back the opposite way to the game clock, sees 37 and counting, and he'll slow things down with the pass to Heine. So Heine on the left side, back to Foxhoven. Foxhoven, a big, bulky dude that handles the ball well. Foxhoven on the right side, picks up his dribble, top of the key now. Near the logo, standing on the S, is Weisler. Now passes left side to Heine. Heine with 20 on the game clock. Wynot content with having final shot here in second quarter and a 13-point lead at the worst. Back to Foxhoven now with Weisler. Weisler right side to Heine. Heine to Schroeder in the corner. Back to Weisler. Weisler finds a cutting Schroeder out to the far side on a flare. Foxhoven 3. Bounces off front iron. Touch.
Wow, great play there.
Back is good by Heine. And at the end of the first half, your score, Wynot 27 and the St. Mary's Cardinals 12 here in the Class D2 quarterfinal matchup. A really nice, strong finish to the first half for Wynot as they are up by 15 on the Cardinals. Let's step aside and return on the next Ag Appraisal and Realty halftime show right after this on 93.7 The Ticket.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
High school basketball fans, take a trip over to the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame while you're in town for state hoops. Admission is free, and it's a great way to learn about some of the greatest athletes and teams to come out of the state, from recently to over 100 years ago in all sports. Learn more about names like Gale Sayers, Johnny Rogers, Bob Gibson, Tom Osborne, and more. Open Wednesday through Friday from 1 to 4 p.m. It's the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame, just north of Haymarket Park at 500 Charleston Street.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career, or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Come see the exciting career opportunities in the world of large ag. Acres, your Nebraska John Deere dealer, is hosting a career fair during our 2024 Ag and Turf Expo. Learn about career opportunities in service, sales, parts, and precision ag, as well as other roles in Acres Business Support Team. Join us at the Sandhills Global Event Center March 6th and 7th or Fauner Park March 21st and 22nd. Go to acres.com/expo24 for details.
Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends. That's the greatest compliment we can receive. If you've been in an accident, we'll get you back in your vehicle as quickly as possible. Our technicians care about you and your family and repair your vehicle to factory standards. We handle your claim from start to finish and provide a free loaner car. Stop by for a free estimate. Eustace Body Shop, just south of 88th and Highway 2.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
Here you go. Coffee's on me and my new BFF. I thought I was your best friend forever. BFF like best financial friend at Members Own Credit Union. Right now, they're offering $100 when you consolidate or transfer a loan or an existing credit card balance and meet requirements. Plus, you get great rates and free advice from a financial partner that will put you first. That sounds like a match made in heaven. Members Own Credit Union is the type of bestie you can count on. Get started today at memberzonecu.org/BFF. Limitations may apply. Equal housing opportunity.
As the chief buffet officer here at Pizza Ranch, I get all kinds of buffet questions. Here's one from Cole.
Is there a real cactus in your cactus bread?
Great question, Cole. No, there is no cactus in our cactus bread, just sweet cinnamony streusel. It's on our buffet every day, along with pizza, chicken, ice cream, and all your other favorites. Even better, at least for your parents, kids eat free on Tuesday nights. And don't worry, Cole, there's no coal in our coleslaw either.
Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
If you have a fence, patio, or landscaping project to complete this spring, Sunbelt Rentals is here to help with augers and auger drives in various sizes, plus electric concrete mixers. For tree trimming projects, they have a great selection of chainsaws, pole saws, and hedge trimmers, along with a towable lift or ladder to get you where you need to be. Sunbelt Rentals has everything you need to make your spring projects easy. Sunbelt Rentals, online at sunbeltrentals.com.
At Southeast Community College, community is our middle name. Our continuing education classes offer personal interest, traffic safety and licensing, online learning, and adult education classes across Southeast Nebraska, or online in your own home. Learn to ride a motorcycle, how to start a small business, how to dance, or take a course to advance in your current career path. See the full schedule of continuing education classes online at southeast.edu/continuing. SCC, your path to possible.
You had to know that when Wingstop set out to make a crispy, juicy chicken sandwich, they wouldn't make it in just one flavor. They'd make it in all 12, like lemon pepper, mango habanero, hickory smoked barbecue, and OG hot. So why have one new favorite chicken sandwich when you can have 12? Try the new sauced and tossed Wingstop chicken sandwich today for only $5.49 at Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Valid for a limited time and available at participating Wingstop locations only while supplies last. Price subject to applicable taxes and fees.
Score big this month at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln and rule the terrain on a Segway Fugelman UT10X. Now is your chance to get into a side-by-side for only $12,000 out the door. That's right, just $12,000. And this bad boy stacks up to all the other name brands. Plus, you get Segway's signature smart commanding system featuring airlock, drive settings, safety alerts, and more. Hurry in now. Elway Power Sports only has 2 left at this blowout price. Swing by their new 27th and I-80 location or shop their inventory at elwaypslincoln.com.
It is time for the Next Ag Appraisal and Realty halftime show. Visit them online at nextagrealestate.com or their locations in Lincoln or Pender, Nebraska. Halftime score, the Wynot Blue Devils lead 27-12 over the St. Mary's Cardinals. I had to corral Jay Foreman because he was out here doing the hokey pokey that you can hear behind us.
You might get some booze if I go out there. I could probably. I got 2 left feet, man.
Jay was a little oh, well, trust me. I mean, hey. So 27-12 the score. Wynot leads by 15. What's worked so well, Jay?
Well, their length and athleticism on defense, I think, is giving St. Mary's, a ton of frustration, and there's no gap for them to try to get into the middle of the lane, let alone St. Mary's hasn't tried to really get any paint touches. And really, they say you live and die by the 3. They've died by the 3. And then on offense, to be honest with you, is the total opposite. Whereas Wynot has the size and length, and you talked about Foxhoven, where he's kind of a little bit of bulk, right? They've moved the ball excellent. I talked about when Dylan Heine had it, took a full court, got in the middle of the lane, kicked it out to Brummer. Brummer didn't make it, but that's just letting you know the spacing on their offense, the crispness of their passes when you just look at it. So that makes their ball handling a lot, more efficient. That's why they're able to score. And, one thing about it, though, Nick, I'm going to tell you, I haven't never been to Wynot. That's a city, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
A town.
Okay, a town. Listen, between Foxhoven and Heine, they have not seen a 3 over half court that they have not practiced or like to shoot. You see him warming up right now. At first, I was like, oh, he's just out here, in PBA trying to show off a little bit. He's had some range because he started off a little bit cold, right? You just talked about Dylan Heine. He got going. And then the play that he made at the end of the half lets you know he's a complete basketball player. Followed up a miss. It was very detailed when they wanted to get that last shot going or action going. Got the putback. That's the last little kind of jab or dagger in the heart before St. Mary's goes into halftime. So if I'm St. Mary's, it's all about paint touches and push the pace because that's the only way they're going to come back.
So once again, your score at the half, Wynot, the Blue Devils lead 27-12 over the St. Mary's Cardinals here. D2 quarterfinal action. The winner of this one gets the number 1 seed, the winner of our previous game, the Shelton Bulldogs. They defeated the Humphrey St. Francis Flyers 65-59 in our first game of the day. This one a little bit of a wider difference in between at the half. Once again, the Wynot Blue Devils 27 and the St. Mary's Cardinals 12. And this has been the Next Ag Appraisal and Realty halftime show. Visit them online at nextagrealestate.com. Just a couple minutes until we get things rolling with the third quarter from Pinnacle Bank Arena. Nick Sainer, Jay Foreman with you. Bill Miller back in our 93.7 The Ticket studios. Let's step aside and come back in just a few minutes on 93.7 The Ticket.
Nebraska Corn Board is expanding access to higher blends of ethanol across the United States, including in California. The Nebraska Corn Board is partnered with Pearson Fuels, who is the largest and fastest growing distributor of E85 in the state of California. In 2023, California sold 120 million gallons of E85, an increase of 55% since 2021. The Nebraska Corn Board, enhancing demand, adding value, ensuring sustainability.
When it comes to joining the Nebraska Army National Guard, you've heard it all before. College, healthcare, signing bonus. But joining is so much more than that. It's setting yourself up for a new and better chapter of your life. I'm Staff Sergeant Paul White, and because of the Nebraska Army National Guard, I'm in control of my career. And when the workday ends, I get to come home to my family. Write your next chapter by joining the Nebraska Army National Guard. For more information, schedule a meeting with me, Staff Sergeant Paul White at nationalguard.com.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers, and if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Don't allow uninvited guests to take over your home. Trust Bats to Rats for a peaceful and rodent-free living space.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Nick Sander, Jay Foreman back with you. PBA started the third quarter, and quickly Foxhoven layup missed it off of the turnover. St. Mary's had the basketball. Foxhoven jumped in the passing lane and missed the layup. Back out, Brabech for three, just off to the right. And the rebound goes out to Foxhoven, who throws an outlet pass up the floor. Heine in the lane, layup good.
Yeah, it didn't look like he was going to drive in there, and was just kind of getting going, a little floater there by Heine. And what's happening here is you've seen St. Mary's obviously being a little bit more aggressive on the offensive end, is giving up chances on the fast break on the defensive end.
So on the far side, looking for help, finds Brabech. St. Mary's down by 15. Dannenbring, as that's going to be a double dribble on number 4 for St. Mary's, Carson Dannenbring, the 6-foot senior.
You know, sometimes, Nick, when you have guys that don't get a lot of chances or the chance to handle the ball and you're on the big stage, do something that you don't do normally. That's a double dribble. Good honest mistake there by Dannenbring.
So on the right side, it's Wynot. Wynot up by 15, 29-12. Risky pass cross court, corralled by Heine. Heine now top of the key to Weisler. Foxhoven for three. Got it.
There it is. I mean, this team right here, Wynot, I don't know how they came in as a number 4 seed. They are a really good-looking unit here. And, you know, what's even more impressive, they lost 7 times this year. I want to see the other 7 teams that beat them. They're playing really good today.
Quick pass out far side, driving baseline now through ball. Right side, Dannenbring for 3, unable to hit it. And the rebound corralled by St. Mary's once again. So here's Hedstrom. Hedstrom tried to split the double team, got shut down. Now top of the key to Brabech. Brabech with 6:20 to play in the third quarter, down by 20 are the Cardinals. As Barlow has it, he'll dribble it to the logo, guarded closely by Foxhoven. Now Barlow looking around, finds Brabech on the left side, lost the basketball. It goes out of bounds, and it'll be Wynot basketball.
Brabech wants a little bit, he wanted a foul there, a little bit of a hand check there, but not good enough for the ref to call it. Now what you're seeing with St. Mary's, you're seeing a little bit more action, getting closer to the paint. They need to actually just dive into the paint so they can get Hedstrom and all those guys going and get some clear open shots, because they are struggling right now.
So here is Heine. Heine at the top of the key now to Foxhoven. Foxhoven stops on the logo, passes right side. Heine with it. 5:48 to play in the third quarter. Weisler driving baseline, gets past the defender. Layup blocked. Nice block there defensively by St. Mary's, and the rebound tipped out by Brabech. Brabech up the floor to Barlow. Barlow against Heine. Layup no good, and Heine collects the miss. So Heine bringing it, speeding up the floor, left side now Foxhoven, mid-range jumper, unable to get it to fall, and defensive rebound goes into the hands of Riskin Dawson, and he is fouled on the way down.
good job there by St. Mary's of getting back on defense, and after unfortunate turnover there and stopping Heine in the fast break, and they did a really good job of team rebounding. They are outsized right now significantly by Wynot, and quite frankly, maybe out athleted as well. So they have to do a good job of being disciplined at what they want to do and move the ball a little bit more.
As soon as St. Mary's got the basketball taken away by Wynot, dumps it down low, and now an interception down low by Brabich. Brabich speeding up the floor, hesitates, has to pick up his dribble to Dannenbring. Now back to Brabich. Brabich currently sitting scoreless despite averaging 13 a game. Layup in the lane. Hedstrom can't get it to go. And just the frustration continues to mount for St. Mary's. Foxhoven, mid-range, no good, just a little too strong. And Dannenbrink collects the miss as he passes it off to Brabich. Brabich on the left side, takes a screen left, hesitates, 3-ball. Off front iron, no good, and another defensive rebound for Weisler and Wynot.
Nick, one thing we didn't say or make a bigger point of, here we go with Heine for a deep three. Oh, so bad it hit his buddy right in the chest. Hey, that's what I do. Hey, Nick, here's the pass. I'll throw it right off the backboard. But one thing we talked about a little bit as the game got started is the difference of the teams, right? We're talking about the bigger team, the more athletic, the more probably physically developed. Well, let's not forget, out there right now, Wynot has 4 seniors and another one coming in, so 5 seniors. And you got to think of St. Mary's, 3 of their top scorers are all underclassmen, 2 freshmen and a sophomore. So there's where the difference lies and the experience. But nevertheless, St. Mary's is still battling.
Great cut by Weisler as he goes right to the doorstep of the bucket. It's 34-12. Wynot starting to truly pull away as Barlow loses the basketball, kicks it out. Left side now Brabich. Brabich in the lane. Throws it right side. Hedstrom. Layup on the way. No good. Tipped around a couple of times and corralled by number 20, Cotner Cook of Wynot. Up the floor we go with Heine. Heine to Schroeder. Schroeder layup no good. And Hedstrom collects the miss. Far pass up the floor. Hits him in stride. Unable to hold on to it is Brabich. And it goes back to Wynot. So Heine on the right side. Stops. Floater on the way. Rattles around the cylinder and drops.
That is indicative of the whole game. Really good job by St. Mary's stopping it. Hedstrom a little bit long to Brabich. And he had to save it. Went right back to Wynot. Wynot 1 pass. Heine 2 points. That's just a snapshot of this game. Sometimes, Nick, it just, you have the right intent, right? And the execution is a little bit off, and that's from a lack of experience and everything that we mentioned before.
So 36-12 foul on the floor, and we have a St. Mary's timeout with 3:35 to go in the third quarter. Let's step aside for 60 seconds and return right after this on 93.7 The Ticket.
The good sports at Bison don't just manufacture sports equipment. Our employees watch, play, coach, and support student athletes at all levels. We're proud sponsors of the NSAA and big fans of the state basketball tournaments. Good luck to all the teams and welcome to Lincoln. If your team needs new basketball, volleyball, soccer, or other sports equipment, visit www.bisoninc.com or call 800-247-7668. Or pick up a basketball hoop for your driveway at Nebraska Sports or Shields.
The Coach's Pep Talk. Done well, it creates strong team unity, improves motivation, and attitude. So when Platte Valley Equipment says they're here to help you succeed, you'll have their 100% support to help you handle any task with their John Deere equipment that gets the job done every time. And with low monthly payments, well, that should be some serious motivation to visit PlatteValleyEquipment.com. Proud sponsor of the 2024 NSAA Boys and Girls High School State Basketball Tournament.
St. Mary's Cardinals can't buy a bucket as they trail 36-12, 3:35 to go, third quarter. See what head coach Luke Bulau drew up in the timeout, but we won't be able to because we have a foul on the Wynot Blue Devils. That's number 3 on them in the third quarter. Woo. 3:28 to play, third quarter, 36-12. Your score. St. Mary's to inbound from underneath their own bucket on the baseline. Gets it into Hedstrom. Hedstrom fakes left, goes right on the baseline. Pass intercepted by Heine. Heine coming back the other way, looking around, spins around into the near corner. Foxhoven for 3. Bounces up off the top of the backboard, and it will be St. Mary's basketball.
You got to, the senior leadership and obviously the experience of Wynot is obviously rearing his head in the second half early. They just looked way more in control, real smooth, in and out of their cuts. And now you see an unforced error there right by St. Mary's where they're, in secondary break, what I like to call a little bit wide there, getting used to playing on this big floor, stepping out of bounds. Another unforced error, another turnover for St. Mary's.
Pass left side, here's Brummer. Brummer, top of the key now. Wynot brings in Killen Steinhaus into the game for the first time today. Cook, top of the key, Foxhoven. 36-12, 2:55 to play, third quarter. As on the right side, it's Heine. Heine guarded by Barlow. Barlow forces him to dribble it off his leg. Gets it back, though, does Heine to Brummer. Brummer, top of the key to Foxhoven, And on the entry pass down low, we have a foul on St. Mary's, and Cook came up a little sluggish with his finger.
Yeah, Riskin Dawson was trying to get a steal there. Try to create some momentum. A little too aggressive, went through the body there. I think, was it a little bit of an injury? I'm not sure if it's blood on number 20.
His finger may have been
Cotner Cook there. Yeah, he looked like he got jammed on the floor. He's probably going to get it taped up there. But Wynot is definitely still in control of this game. So if I'm St. Mary's, I'm thinking about I'm trying to win these next 2 minutes, right? I'm trying to knock into the league and lead and see what we can do from there. We got to get some defensive stops, get some buckets to fall, maybe a 3 and a 2.
Yeah,
but
nice
as
baseline,
I just said that,
nice baseline cut by Andrew Haberman.
Yeah, Haberman got the feed there from Heine, right?
Yeah, now a lazy pass taken away by Wynot up the floor.
Ooh.
It's rolling out of bounds, tracked down by Heine. He's safe from going out of bounds into the hand of Brobich. Brobich working for St. Mary's. Spin move, layup, blocked by Heine. And Wynot still forces a missed shot as a cutting Steinhaus layup falls with the foul.
Wynot has everything.
It on.
Look, Wynot is the better team today, right?
Yeah.
But then also they're getting the breaks. But also I would say this is not just luck. I think they've been creating their own breaks, right? Why, Nick? Their spacing on offense and defense has been impeccable. So it's allowing them to shoot gaps, play the passing lanes, be a little bit more active with their hands and feet. And they're creating turnovers not only by themselves and their effort, but then also forcing St. Mary's to play tight and play fast and play sped up, and they are just shooting themselves in the foot right and left.
Free throw no good by Steinhaus. 2:05 to play in the third quarter as Barlow has it on the right side, hesitates in the lane, kicks it out, 3-ball on the way. Missed everything on the attempt by Max Berg, and the defensive rebound control by Foxhoven. Foxhoven gets it stripped, taken back by Wynot. Wynot out to Heine. Heine, long 3, short, and the defensive rebound goes into the hands of Riskin Dawson for St. Mary's. On the left side, here's Hedstrom. He'll cross the timeline. Hedstrom will dribble it to the top of the key. High dribble for Hedstrom. Hedstrom now working on the left wing, steps back, thought about the 3, decides to pass it up, gives it off to James Eby. Eby to Barlow. Barlow to now Hedstrom. Hedstrom on the right side of the lane, and it's a blocking foul charged to Wynot and number 30, Cooper Oligmuller.
Yeah, St. Mary's runs into a little bit of trouble because everything starts and stops with Hedstrom. And so from a defensive standpoint, you just always have to be aware of where he's at, and then you're able to, shift your defense to him. So that's why every shot he's taken today, Nick, has been a difficult shot. And that has probably made him more frustrated and then made him force some shots that he normally wouldn't take when he's in rhythm, and the other players on his team are in rhythm as well.
First free throw is good for Hedstrom, so it's 40-13 now, 1:25 to play in the third quarter. Wynot in full control of this one, while St. Mary's has one more free throw coming up. So Hedstrom will fire away, and it's good. So 1:25 to play third quarter, 40-14. Now just a 26 point deficit as Wynot has it top of the key. Looking right side here, Schroeder. Schroeder hesitates, now dribbles in, kicks it out as the ball handler thought about the 3, kicks it back out now near corner. In the lane, Oligmuller. Floater unable to get it to go. Offensive rebound tipped by Schroeder.
Ooh.
And that's going to be a blocking foul on the St. Mary Cardinals as number 14, Eli Banks.
Yeah.
I thought he got there in time, Jay.
Yeah, I thought he did a really good job.
And the way the ref reacted, it looked like he was going to call a charge.
it. Yeah, then maybe he thought, obviously thought twice about it. Eli Banks did a really good job of getting on top of the halo, maybe a second or step too slow, but nevertheless, blocking foul was called.
So first free throw on the way is off back iron, too strong from Wynot as number 10, Andrew Haberman, is at the line for 2. He misses the first. One more coming. 1:03 to play, third quarter. 40-14. All Wynot here in the third quarter as Haberman, second one on the way. That one's off front iron. Missed it. He goes 0 for 2. It's still 40-14 with 60 seconds left in the third. Brabich, no look pass. Barlow, right wing 3. Can't get it to fall. Offensive rebound. Dannerbring can't get his layup to go. And it's defensive rebound up the floor to Oleg Mueller. He'll spot up. 3 ball short. Offensive rebound by Wynot. And now we'll have a jump ball called as Barlow got his mitts in there. It stays with Wynot.
Yeah, Steinhaus did a really good job of following the shot, skied up there. It could have been maybe over the back call, but nevertheless, jump ball there. And you look out there, Nick, as we're looking just at the two teams, right? Obviously, we mentioned St. Mary's is very, very young. Look at just the difference of the size of the two teams and the depth, right? You got a lot of your starters for Wynot sitting on the bench.
Yeah, Schroeder backing down, kicks it out. 3 ball on the way. Steinhaus short, and the defensive rebound goes into the hands of Barlow. Barlow pushing the pace, bounces it left side. Dannerbring layup is not going to go, but he is fouled with 28.6 on the game clock.
For Dannerbring, the 6-foot guard, he came in averaging, 2 or 3 points a game, 2.8. He's at 4, so far. He's at the line to possibly get 2 more. If there's anybody on St. Mary's that's had a game or a good game, respectable game, has been Dannerbring, where he came in, he's been active, he's got a few rebounds, he has a couple steals. He's obviously exceeded his points per game total just by 1, looking to increase that. But playing in this last game here, he's going to play all the way to the end.
40-14, 28.6 on the game clock, and both free throws no good by Dannerbring. That is Dannenbring rather. So 20 seconds on the game clock, 40-14 here in the third quarter. As Foxhoven has it left side now to Wiesler. Wiesler back to Foxhoven with 12 on the game clock. Foxhoven dribbles left side, hands it off to Wiesler. Wiesler with 7. Wiesler steps back, passes right side, Foxhoven. Foxhoven steps back, overhead pass, Wiesler with 2 on the game clock, and he drains the 3. There's the horn. It's 43-14. Let's step aside and be back in 90 seconds right after this with the start of the fourth quarter on 93.7 The Ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales,
90
marketing,
seconds
travel and
please.
support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
The good sports at Bison don't just manufacture sports equipment. Our employees watch, play, coach, and support student athletes at all levels. We're proud sponsors of the NSAA and big fans of the state basketball tournaments. Good luck to all the teams and welcome to Lincoln. If your team needs new basketball, volleyball, soccer, or other sports equipment, visit www.bisoninc.com or call 800-247-7668. Or pick up a basketball hoop for your driveway at Nebraska Sports or Shields.
Hey guys, it's Bill Bush. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty has opened a new location in Pender, Nebraska, in addition to their office in Lincoln. The real estate world can be confusing, so why wouldn't you want an expert helping you every step of the way? If you're looking to buy or sell farmland in Nebraska, Kansas, or Iowa, give Ethan Sorensen a call today at 402-380-0432 or visit them online at nextagrealestate.com. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty with locations in Lincoln and now Pender, Nebraska.
Nick Sander, Jay Foreman back with you as Foxhoven has it. Top of the key for Wynot, back cut by Heine, and it's just too easy for Wynot as they lead 45-14 now, 7.5 to play.
Yeah, they look like they've done that before, and where you just switch position, where you had Foxhoven playing at the top of the key where Heine's usually at, and then next thing back cut. But good job there by Hedstrom. We're getting off the snide a little bit, pull-up jumper. Looked a lot more smooth and relaxed when he's shooting that shot.
So 45-16 now, 7:15 to play in the fourth quarter. Foxhoven has it near the top of the key. Dribbles right side, does Zach Foxhoven to Schroeder. Schroeder on the top now, guarded by a much smaller defender in Riskin Banks. Heine with it near the logo. Dump off the pick and roll. Schroeder able to get the layup to fall, and it's 47-16.
Yeah, Schroeder just showed what type of athlete he is, going from the top of the three-point line, actually more than the NBA line, right down to the hole there. Good job, a high pick and roll right there. Good finish there by Schroeder.
Foul on the other end on Wynot, so it'll be a baseline inbound for St. Mary's. As Jay's mentioned a couple of times, St. Mary's just with 2 seniors in Carson Dannenbring and Sam Barlow. And Sam Barlow just checked into the game. So it'll be 47-16, St. Mary's with the basketball. And after a missed 3-point attempt, Schroeder gets the defensive rebound, but gets it poked away right into the hands of Heine for Wynot. So Heine now will bring it across the timeline, getting chased down by Brobich. Brobich now forces him to give it up to Foxhoven. Foxhoven with it on the right side for Wynot. Behind the back dribble, passes into the farther corner, who dribbles the top of the elbow, back to Schroeder into the far corner, right in front of Wynot's bench. He'll pull up for 3, missed everything on that one, and Barlow gets the defensive rebound, but guess what? Wynot takes it right back. As the Blue Devils into the corner, Foxhoven shot fake. No look pass, dump off the glass.
Okay, Foxhoven. He had the no look. Okay, Foxhoven. A little Magic Johnson there, little Magic Man, no look, drop down, dime. Remind me of you, Nick, when we played directly.
You're right. 5:54 to play on Hedstrom. Top of the key, steps back. Great closeout there by the defender, Haberman. In the lane, we have a foul, and I think this one's going to go on Foxhoven.
Nick, if you're the coach of Wynot, if you're Coach Himes, what's your goal here, right? Obviously, this game is well in hand. You're up by 33 points. And, at what point in time do you kind of take the starters out, put the young guys in, develop them, give them the experience, because you got your work cut out for you next time you play.
Long 3, and that's probably the longest one that we've had all day. 49-16 off the miss by Brobich. And coming back the other way, Haberman. Haberman in the lane, left-hand layup, no good. Rebound being fought for by 2 St. Mary's players up the floor. They go with Barlow. Shot blocked off the glass by Schroeder. And now Barlow on the second effort's going to be fouled. Schroeder can get up, Jay.
Yeah, listen, I mean, he's a legit 6'4", can get up and down the court. You saw how fast and quick he is. But it's an intimidation factor when you haven't played against this type of size. It's one thing to play against a tall player, but when you play against a tall player, that's probably one of the fastest and one of the most athletic out there, and that can affect the shots both in and outside under the three-point line. It's a problem, and St. Mary's hasn't been able to adjust to that.
So now step back, Hedstrom for 3, air ball, missed everything, and Brummer collects the miss for the Wynot Blue Devils, and we'll have a foul on the floor against Barlow of St. Mary's.
Well, you see that shot there by Hedstrom there where you kind of in and out dribble, step back, fade away 3. Those are the type of shots that a coach would ask you, how many times have you practiced that shot? He'd probably say a lot. Well, how many times have you practiced it, being guarded? That's why you don't want to come to the game and try some stuff that you've never done before. And frustration is obviously well in hand there for St. Mary's. But they got to make sure just to play discipline. Look, they're a young team.
Yeah.
The standard is set that we're going to be back at the state tournament not only next year but the year after. So you got to make sure you want to use this as a building block because you have a lot of really good young pieces.
So 49-16, they'll inbound it into the backcourt to Foxhoven. Foxhoven crosses the timeline, takes the screen right from Schroeder. Now a no-look pass into the corner, 3 ball on the way. Haberman can't get it to go, but an offensive rebound. Foxhoven takes a step on a dribble, no good on the 3. Another offensive board by Schroeder to Haberman. Haberman in the lane, stops, spins. Schroeder driving left side, takes the bump. Floater, no good. And the defensive rebound on the 3rd time finally cleared. Brobich, one-handed pass, and it's not handled by Barlow. It goes right back to Wynot.
Right there, their intent was to hit the guy open, and you want to push the pace to try to get some good feelings, right? Where you want to see some guys score and a little bit long there. But when you think about, Nick, where when you look at Wynot, what they're doing offensively, take the age difference and all that stuff out. Look at the spacing. And how many times just on that last shot, they passed up a good shot to try to get a great shot. They passed up a maybe slightly contested shot for a wide open shot. That's where the confidence comes from. And you know what it does for a team like St. Mary's or any team on defense? It takes your confidence away because you're trying to rotate. We've seen that sometimes with the Huskers, right? Where they play against a team that's really firing on cylinders. That could really hurt you there, defensively and for your psyche.
So Wynot started to empty the bench a little bit here as Brummer will fire a three, just a little strong offensive board for Wynot. Up and under, layup too strong, missed it all. And we have a foul as Hedstrom collected the defensive rebound, and it'll go against the Blue Devils.
Steinhaus got a little bit excited there. He had the little rip through there between the double teams. It was just a little too strong off the backboard there, Nick, because they always say you need to use the backboard. I don't think he hit the top of the square there in the corner. So, nevertheless, a missed opportunity by him, but the game's well in hand.
4:04 to play fourth quarter. 49-16 your score. Wynot out in front comfortably by 33 over St. Mary's. So left side here is St. Mary's. Dribble stop. The key gives to Hedstrom. Hedstrom in the lane. Pulls up mid-range. Jumper off back iron. Too strong, and Brummer cleans it up.
You know, when they're running a little bit of dribble handoff there, Max Berg had it, Nick, and you saw it right there, the wide open. And I want you to take that, you know what I mean, for the coach, just so you get the experience of trying to do something besides just being on what I call the assembly line, passing and cutting.
Gunter with a turnaround jumper, missed everything. Corbin Gunter into the game for Wynot, misses the turnaround jumper. Hedstrom pulls up for three, and it circles the cylinder and falls out. Just a little bit of frustration. Pass almost taken away there by Barlow in the lane. Layup, good nice
move
take there by number 30, Cooper Uhligmuller.
Yeah, that was a really good move right there. A little up and under scoop shot there. And I like it when you see the little guys go in there amongst the trees and slither up, get that shot up and make it.
3-point attempt on a nice-looking shot by number 2 for St. Mary's. James Eby is just a tad short, and defensive rebound goes. Brummer pulls up for three. Back iron hits the front iron, no good. It's 51-16.
I like it, man.
35-point ball
Hey, Nick, I'm going to tell you what, man. The Class D, everybody's like, oh, that's not fun and exciting basketball. Yes, it is, because you want to know why? These guys play up and down, up and down. We're talking about Brummer. He's not even a starter. I think he shot close to 8 threes already. Listen, when you make the first two, make the first two and you got almost a 40-point lead, you're going to continue to shoot them. But I like to see it, and the thing is, none of his shots have been bad shots.
Yeah. So on the right side here is Eby. Eby into the corner to Hedstrom. Hedstrom holding the ball low near his shins. Gets Brummer on a jab step, but can't hit a three. Yeah. Hedstrom struggling today just with 4 points. The reverse layup blocked from behind. Brummer gets the offensive board. Looking for help. Throws it right into the hands of St. Mary's. Pushing the pace. And we'll have a foul from behind as number 3, Xavier Parks, took a tumble. Yeah. And on the hardwood, that is going to be team foul number 5 on Wynot. And so now Xavier Parks will have a line or go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Yeah, Gabe Hedstrom is struggling today. And obviously, I think, Wynot came in with a focus defensively to try to slow him down and really cut the head off the snake and, really paralyze their offense. And, a little bit of frustration there. Some of his shots that he's probably made all year long and obviously disappointing for him. But nevertheless, he still played hard. And you see the potential of the St. Mary's team going against a veteran, well-oiled machine of these Wynot Blue Devils, probably looking like the Duke Blue Devils, as we've seen late at the NCAA level.
Brummer took a step back, contested 3, unable to get it. But now Brummer cuts, layup, reverse, no good.
Do you think he gets 2 more for 10 threes?
I hope so.
Yeah, I like it.
I hope so. So here comes St. Mary's, 1:56 to play in the ball game. Eby with it, kicks it out. Parks for 3, unable to hit. Offensive board.
Big man.
Top of the key.
He looked like Joker. We wanted the Joker.
On the left side, layup in the lane is good for number 10, Max Berg.
That was a good move there. It was all set up there by the assist of Cameron Volk right there. Just passed up the 3. Now we got the Brummer check. That's what we're calling this for the next minute and a half. We got the Brummer check.
So in the lane, floater on the way, bounces around,
Kick it back out.
Offensive board, layup
good job there.
On the attempt by number 21, Jed Nelson.
Again, as much as we talk about St. Mary's as a young team, so does Wynot. Wynot have got some good young players that are playing some defense right now.
As we have a pass intercepted, but a travel violation.
Nick, let me ask you this: if you were a ref,
yes, I'm calling it.
You're
110.
I would have never guessed that you would have did it. I would have never guessed that you would have called that, dude.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, I gotta abide by the rules.
You would have definitely called it on me. I for sure
abide by the rules. As on the right wing now, here is St. Mary's. Left side, Xavier Parks with it. On the left side of the lane, down low, pass intercepted, taken away by Wynot. 60 seconds left in the ball game. Right side in the lane, through ball. Short corner jumper, Rebounded by
Good
Vogt, and Vogt falls down up the
That's
floor.
the Joker. That's the Djokovic.
Up the floor they go. Pass intercepted by Wynot. Joker just stayed down there. He just said, all right, I'm just going to hang
He's
out
D'ing
down
up,
here.
though, right now. There he goes. He calls the turnover. He's catching up to the action. Listen, I'm going to tell you what, though, Nick. All jokes aside, they have so many freshmen out here. You got to think just last year, they're in the stands watching because they're in middle school. And where you have, like, why not? These guys were playing in the state tournament, and they just threw some hay bales this morning. So, I mean, look how big and strong these dudes are. I mean, Schroeder,
intercepted by St. Mary's. Layup
there we go.
is no good, but Max Berg will go to the line to shoot two.
Good job there by Drake Berg there to pass it to his brother, right? Are they twins? They're not, right? Are they twins? Can you tell? They're both in ninth grade. No?
They both look the same.
Yeah, so they're twins, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they're twins. That's good. Listen, you better pass to me, my twin brother, right? And but good job there. Keep playing to the end. This is a lot of experience for St. Mary's. And so when you think about a team, and we always like calling these because, to see who comes next year, right? And how much improvement, they've made. So St. Mary's is going to be a team, as we like to say, on the come up because they only have two seniors. They have a really good player in Hedstrom, and they got some other good complementary players in Barlow and Brayback. And then also you've seen the Berg twins and that like that. So if I'm Coach Ballou over there, I'm excited. Now I'm definitely disappointed because I think we're better than being down by essentially 30 points. But nevertheless, we've earned this beat down right now in the state tournament. So we got to get better after this.
So your final score as the horn's about to sound. Your final score, the Wynot Blue Devils in control from the get-go.
The only thing that St. Mary's won today was a halftime free throw contest.
There you go. There you go.
My man in the
camo.
In the camo.
In the camo. 53-21 was your final score. The Wynot Blue Devils convincingly defeat the St. Mary's Cardinals by 32 points. That'll do it for us from Pinnacle Bank Arena and for Class D2 action today, as when we come back in a little bit over an hour, in a little bit over an hour, we will turn our attention to Class A as we have 4 games on tap, and man, they are going to be good.
7:45 tonight. West Side against Southeast.
Yep.
All the talking. All the time.
Here's the thing, Jay.
What?
You can be excited about that
but
one.
that Omaha North, Omaha Central.
North, Omaha Central about to be wild.
I'm just telling people right now, this is not Omaha North, Omaha Central is not going to be the most intellectual call. Okay, I'm just telling you this right now. So whoever is listening, if DP's listening, I apologize in advance. So accept my apology. Thank you very much. It will not be the most intellectual call because it's going to be slam bam, alakazam. It's going to be gangster slapping. It's going to be all those things that I've been saving and having in my back pocket because these two. Listen, I got on YouTube just so I could watch a little bit of North.
Yeah,
Strong and Thomas. And the one thing about it, I've heard from a little birdie, they're not running from each other. So when they shake hands at half court, it's mano a mano at the OK Corral. We're gonna see what's up.
53-21 was your final score as the first D2 semifinal is settled and finalized. As Shelton will face Wynot on Friday at 6 p.m. Central Time. Thanks to Bill Miller back in our 93.7 The Ticket Studios for pushing all the buttons for us. For Husker Hall of Famer Jay Foreman, I'm Nick Sainer. Join us at 1:30 p.m. today for tip-off of Class A. Bellevue West and Creighton Prep, the first Class A game on deck in a little over an hour from Pinnacle Bank Arena on 93.7 The Ticket.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet, KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Sandhills Global is hiring. With their fast-paced, growing culture, they have hundreds of new openings in sales, marketing, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Full-time roles offer a 4.5-day work week, along with flexible internships in most areas. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Find your fit today at www.sandhills.jobs.
The good sports at Bison don't just manufacture sports equipment. Our employees watch, play, coach, and support student athletes at all levels. We're proud sponsors of the NSAA and big fans of the state basketball tournaments. Good luck to all the teams and welcome to Lincoln. If your team needs new basketball, volleyball, soccer, or other sports equipment, visit www.bisoninc.com or call 800-247-7668. Or pick up a basketball hoop for your driveway at Nebraska Sports or Shields.
You had to know that when Wingstop set out to make a crispy, juicy chicken sandwich, they wouldn't make it in just one flavor. They'd make it in all 12, like lemon pepper, mango habanero, hickory smoked barbecue, and OG hot. So why have one new favorite chicken sandwich when you can have 12? Try the new sauced and tossed Wingstop chicken sandwich today for only $5.49 at Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings. Valid for a limited time and available at participating Wingstop locations only while supplies last. Price subject to applicable taxes and fees.
At Southeast Community College, community is our middle name. Our continuing education classes offer personal interest, traffic safety and licensing, online learning, and adult education classes across Southeast Nebraska, or online in your own home. Learn to ride a motorcycle, how to start a small business, how to dance, or take a course to advance in your current career path. See the full schedule of continuing education classes online at southeast.edu/continuing. SCC, your path to possible.
The Coach's Pep Talk. Done well, it creates strong team unity, improves motivation and attitude. So when Platte Valley Equipment says they're here to help you succeed, you'll have their 100% support to help you handle any task with their John Deere equipment that gets the job done every time. And with low monthly payments, well, that should be some serious motivation to visit PlatteValleyEquipment.com. Proud sponsor of the 2024 NSAA Boys and Girls High School State Basketball Tournament.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
High school basketball fans, take a trip over to the Nebraska High School Sports Hall of Fame while you're in town for state hoops. Admission is free, and it's a great way to learn about some of the greatest athletes and teams